So you saved me 20 seconds. My background before I came into museum world is in production, which is important for 2 reasons. With this project, I love stories, and I'm exceptionally pragmatic. The Ohio History Connection, our mission is spark discovery of Ohio stories, embrace the past, embrace the present, share the past and transform the future. A lot of you may know us as the Ohio Historical Society until a couple of years ago. This is always important because that embrace the present, it is very much present first. Part of our organization is that we also maintain a network of over 50 plus historic sites and museums of a wide variety of ginormous earthworks, historic homes, and figuring out how to take advantage of those stories and provide those to visitors, to scholars, is an enormous undertaking. The digital challenge is how do we provide mobile experiences that are engaging, cost-effective, and sustainable. I could go for about 15 minutes just on this slide and those last 3 adjectives, but I won't right now because I only have 5 minutes left. A couple of years ago, we were part of the Mobile Museum Initiative, which was funded by the National Endowment for the Humanities, and it was to take the CreateEscape platform. Anybody familiar with CreateEscape? Quick show of hands. No, it runs on Omeka. It's developed by the Center for Public History and Digital Humanities at Cleveland State. It does very well for walking tours, landscape architecture tours with a humanities focus and narrative focus. We were porting it into a museum, and if anybody's been to the Ohio History Center, it is a really weird building to get around, so it's quite a challenge. We went through that process. Again, I talked quite a bit about that, and what we decided was in looking at how to take that experience, which is the screen grab of what it started to look like, and provide it to our site network, it becomes an administrative nightmare because we want the local site partners to be able to have narrative control of what they're creating, or ideally they could help create that. But you end up with either 50 separate installations or a whole bunch of other things. Also, Omeka is all right for user experience, but both on presentation layer and backend, it's not as easy to use as it could be. And the customization is limited. So the answer for us was Toursites for Wordpress. I started talking with our partners at Cleveland State and I said, hey, here's kind of what we need. Let's figure out a way to do this. And it became this project, which was thankfully funded by the National Endowment for the Humanities under the Office of Digital Humanities. It's essentially creating a WordPress platform that does mobile tours. So it's free, it's open source. Why WordPress? Because it's awesome like a backyard Tesla coil. No, this is not me. It's open source, the user experience is incredible, it's highly customizable, and for us it's important because we can have a tiered structure of users for our site network. Our local site partners can work inside of their bucket, someone in our department can help them, can kind of have that oversight to help all of those things and share content back and forth. Starting the work, the Toursites team, the core team is myself and Phil Sager at our office, Mark Southern, Aaron Bell at Cleveland State, and then Stephen Kahn is serving as an academic advisor. Mark Southern also is kind of academic advising. This is the obligatory whiteboard shot from our one of our first meetings. Really talking about navigation methods, the variety of site needs, linear versus modal, which I can get into. That's what that little web diagram bit in the bottom right corner of that happy historic home is. And really looking at this, the spirit of the project was, yes, this is something we as an organization need, but the reason we put this project together was because we know that everybody needs this. We could develop a solution for us using some of the tools we have available. This is a way to try and do something that the field will benefit from, and a lot of the organizations that we know and work with across the state and country could use as well to ultimately save money. These are some screen grabs as it's been moving along. Essentially, it creates custom post types of locations and tours. Who's used WordPress? Yay, exactly why we went with WordPress. Backyard Tesla coil, and all of you have already used it. If you look, this is exactly what WordPress looks like with the exception of tours and locations. And you'll see over here, if you can create pages in WordPress, it's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. I mean, the CMS User Experience is drag and drop as well. So you take a location, you put in some content there, you add items to your media library, and there's a drag and drop picker. I want that picture, I want that image, I want that map. At the tour level, it's the exact same thing, but instead of pulling in media items, you're pulling in the locations. So you say, I'm going to pull Welcome to Harry Beecher's Stowhouse, and next we're going to Dr. Beecher's study, and then the parlor, and you can reorder them. So very, very user intuitive. This is an image we don't have rights for, but was what our partners put in to show for the mock demo as we've been working through the project. And we produced at 3 sites. We selected the John Rankin House, which saw over 2,000 escaped runaway slaves go through it. The Harriet Beecher Stowe House, where she spent her time in Cincinnati, that was the crucible for Uncle Tom's Cabin. And then Fort Ancient, and it's an outdoor tour because it is an enormous earthwork that's currently hopefully on the short list for World Heritage Inscription. This is Fort Ancient. We go with a production focus. Our production in-house group is in our department, and so we were leaning video first. And we were also, due to efficiency, again, exceptionally pragmatic, we leaned on our site partners. They're the experts. They know these stories. We're not going to recreate the wheel, particularly for a prototyping grant like this. Jack Blosser is incredible. He knows more. He has forgotten more about Fort Ancient than I will ever be able to keep in my head. So let's have him tell us what he knows. Let's put Jack Blosser in your pocket as you're walking around Fort Ancient, because we only have one Jack. This slide is not relevant. It's about whether you edit or don't edit video. Another discussion for another time. And then we went through some design revisions to be able to represent these thumbnails and make pages load faster. We've been doing testing. It actually just wrapped up a couple weeks ago. We did a live test at each of the sites. And then going forward, we are potentially looking for partners, either to help us with content or organizations who might be interested in using it, because we will be carrying this project into another phase. I almost made it.